Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and joining me, as always, is my teaching assistant, Mr. Kurtis. Say hello to everybody, Mr. Kurtis.
Why, thank you, Professor.
I do not know who this man is, but he is not Mr. Kurtis, and I do not want him in my class.
Oh no, it is me, Professor. I'm back from a very interesting lecture that Gary gave me earlier today.
Okay. Wait, just to be clear, Gary the Shroomist that takes care of our grounds, or Gary, Professor Oak's grandson?
Gary the Shroomish, who takes care of our grounds.
Sorry, I'm late. Don't look at my face, please. Just don't look at it. Don't look at the left.
All right. Well, now I am gonna look. What's on your face?
Nothing.
Yes, Corbin. What is on your
Just
face?
Okay, I have a black eye. All right, you guys can clearly see it. I did not get beat up by kids at school. I usually the one I'm actually doing the beating up. So it wasn't me.
Sure.
I said I was gonna catch a Pidgey last week when we had our lesson. I said I was gonna catch one on my own.
Yes.
You know how we talked about that thing where Pidgeys sometimes will attack if it's a threat? What was the wording?
Well, very rarely. They are generally
Very rarely,
docile
but yeah.
creatures, and they will try their hardest.
I was that rare occasion. They attacked with brute force, and it was multiple. It was a family.
Oh.
It was a family of
Are you
Pidgeys, and they pecked the fuck out of my eye. Let's just say that. And I can't see very well. It's been pussing. So please, just continue on with the lesson.
That
Don't
looks
mind me.
horrible.
I know I look like I have some sort of crippling disease. I promise I was just attacked by Pidgeys. That was it. Very embarrassing.
You
Just wanted to let
don't
guys
look
know.
that different to me. Look pretty. It's the same as you always do.
What? Are you? What's wrong? What's wrong with this guy? Why are you coughing?
Oh, much better now. Yeah, sorry about that, Professor. I just.
Well, are you getting sick looking at my infected black eye? Huh?
No. I just had something caught in my throat earlier, and it was messing up the way I was speaking. And so, last time I try inhaling that random shit that Gary gives me behind the school anymore. So.
Boy, oh boy, do I sure have a cast of characters along with me today. Oh, God, I just want a normal class, just once. Just a bunch of normal fucking class. That's all I ask for, but I can't have it. I have one person here who's high as a kite, and the other person who can't handle catching a Pidgey, literally the easiest Pokemon to catch.
I'm not high.
Yeah, sure. I think.
And I have I'm perfectly fine catching Pidgeys. I catch
strike
them.
that one and reverse it, guys.
None
Okay.
of you
are very smart.
Okay.
That makes more sense. Hey, where's Gary? I couldn't see him on the way in here. I need some pain relief. My fucking hurts. I want what he's
You'll
having.
sit down. You'll
You
go
may want
see.
to speak to the Chansey about that. Gary's a little preoccupied at the moment.
You'll go see the nurse Chansey after school. Take care of your eye then.
Okay.
And also, are you sure it was Pidgeys? Because you might have been a Spearow, which are far more aggressive than Pidgeys
I mean,
are.
it looked like a Pidgey. It's kind of hard to tell. I think, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I think a Spearow started it. I think a couple Pidgeys just joined in. I think they're kind of just... I think Pidgeys are conformists. We never read that in any of the Pokedex entries, but I think a Spearow started it. It was kind of dark outside. It was kind of dusk. I think a Spearow started it, and then I think a few Pidgeys joined in. I was kind of gangbanged by a bunch of birds. So
yeah, Pidgeys don't really have they're easily influenced. They're very much like Wooloos, if you ask me.
Right.
Yeah, they're all Woolos. Anyways, we're not talking about Pidgeys today, because we talked about Pidgeys
kinda.
last class. Does anybody know what we're talking about today?
Well, it's definitely bigger Pidgey.
Yes, and what is the name? Because there's two Pokemon that could probably
Pidgeotto.
Yeah, the automatic Pidgey.
The automatic Pidgey.
Try our Pidgeotto 2000.
Pidgeotto.
Nope, not quite. Pidgeotto actually is what we'll be talking about today, which is the evolved form of Pidgey, the pre-evolved form of Pidgeot. As when in my younger days,
Pidgeotto what?
Pidgeotto fucking watch his back. Am I right? Ain't nobody fucking with me.
Don't quit your day job, Professor.
It wasn't a joke. All right. Pidgeys better watch the backs. Anyways, As a young child, I often got Pidgeot and Pidgeotto confused, but no, Pidgeotto is the middle evolution. Pidgeot is the final evolution. You would think that the longer name, more complex name would go to the final whatever. They all have Pidgey in their name.
Of course.
Have either of you actually seen a Pidgeotto in person? Now, Pidgeys are extremely common. An evolved form of Pidgeotto, not nearly as common. So have either of you guys seen a Pidgeotto?
I think I have in the past.
Well, of course you have, because you've taken this class 7 times, so.
Yes.
That
would make sense.
I don't think
you
I
don't
have.
think you have? Well, I have a treat for you today. Because I have brought, because our
Is it a
little,
Slowpoke tail?
No, those are scams. Nobody buy a Slowpoke tail. It's all a scam by Team Rocket, alright? Anyways, our little Mr. Pex evolved in the time that we were out of class, and I now have him as a Pidgeotto. Who would like to see him?
Me!
Very good, very good.
Right, well, alright, get ready, here he comes.
Whoa! He's gotten a lot bigger. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, and do you guys notice anything different between a Pidgey and a Pidgeotto? I mean, there's a lot here, so there should be plenty for the
Let's unpack. I'm going to say he does have quite a bit more on top of his head.
Yes, the feathers on top of his head have grown much longer, and they have changed color. They are now red.
Much bigger claws, and a bigger beak, obviously.
Yes, yeah. His claws are far more developed. Now, I will say, one of the main points of a Pidgey is that it's quite docile and will try to avoid a fight. Pidgeotto, not so much. Pidgeottos are quite aggressive, especially if you are uninvited in their territory, which we'll talk much more about coming up.
Okay.
But this is still Mr. Pex. I'm sure he remembers both of you from last lesson. He's still
Wait,
nice
let's call him
boy.
Mr. Breast now. He's evolved from Pex. He's got breasts.
No, he's Mr. Pex, and that's what he'll always be.
You don't. Okay, he's looking at me funny. You don't like that? Okay, we'll just Mr. Pex it is. We'll keep the same.
Mr.
Mr.
Pex. That's I think is a
Little
great
Pexy.
name. All right.
He's
So let's
a
go ahead
mocha
and put him
boy.
right back into his Pokeball.
Bye, buddy. Bye,
Maybe, if you're lucky, he'll evolve into a Pidgeot for next lesson. We'll see.
Ooh.
Again,
Ooh.
I'm a very bad trainer, so might not happen. Let's get into the meat of the lesson. I think it's about that time. Let's read the different Pokedex entries. I'm gonna start, I think, in the I think I'm gonna start in the Kanto region. Let's be a bit wild and start in the Kanto region.
That's
this
new.
time.
Sounds good.
I like it. I'd like to keep it fresh.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Very protective of its sprawling territorial area, this Pokemon will fiercely peck at any intruder.
Ooh.
Yes, so pecks at intruders. That's what its beak is primarily used for.
A pecker, if you will.
It's a real pecker. This guy.
Damn.
Damn.
Damn,
Anyways,
I love me a good pecker.
This Pokemon is full of vitality.
What?
It's got a real zest for life. This Pidgeotto.
There you go.
It constantly flies around its large territory in search of prey. What do you guys think? What do you guys think a Pidgeotto would normally eat?
I
I
can see.
don't think this is any Pokedex entries. I was interested in what you guys
Maybe
think.
a Rattata or a
I could see
Bidoof.
Rattata. I could see Rattata getting it.
A little Bidoof.
Yeah, I could definitely see eating some Rattatas. Is the real pronunciation of that.
How about maybe a Weedle? Weedle's and Caterpie still, but maybe a Metapod. Maybe its beak is strong enough to crack
I
open a
bet.
Metapod.
I bet. You see, here's the thing about Metapod. It has very, very hard shell. I think it would have an easier time getting through Kakuna's shell. Because a Metapod, it's all about having a very long beak, so it can suck out the innards like between the hole in its back, which we learned about Metapod has. Because if you tip it over, its guts will just fall right out.
Lovely.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
so I think you guys give me some pretty good answers. Rattata, maybe a Sentret,
maybe a Spearow.
Yeah, some smaller bird Pokemon. Yeah, I'm sure probably could. Anyways, moving on to the next Pokedex entry. It builds its nest in the center of its large territory. It uses its powerfully developed talons to swiftly snatch prey.
Ooh.
Alright, so there, again, it's using its beak to peck at intruders, but it's using its talons, its powerfully developed talons
Get it right.
to snatch prey. Which again, Rattaz, maybe Pikachu if it's feeling like...
Maybe. I don't
if it
know. I
wants
feel
something
like
a little bit
Pikachu's
spicy.
electric shock could get out of that grip pretty easily, but...
That's why you gotta, like, knock it out first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gotta snap its neck. Am I right?
Yeah, dude, snap its neck!
Yes!
Sorry.
Pidgeotto, use neck snap!
God.
That'd be dope.
Imagine being in like a Pokemon battle, and like you send out a Pikachu, and then your opponent sends out a Pidgeotto, and it's like, Pidgeotto, use neck snap, and you're like, wait, hold on,
And it just
hold on.
breaks your fucking Pikachu's neck.
no, wait, don't.
That's not a move.
That's
not
illegal.
authorized.
All right, that's it for the Kanto region. Let's move on
Everybody
to the Johto
knows you
region.
can't kill Pokemon in a Pokemon battle. You can only feint them.
They're hard
Yeah,
to kill. Pokemon are tough bastards. They're pretty hard to kill, unless you're Mr. Kurtis and you find a way to drown a Squirtle.
I'm sorry. You also have blood on your hands, Corbin.
Whoa! What did I kill? No.
I believe you killed Arbidril.
No.
Right.
No, I blocked that out from my memory.
yeah.
I don't think that happened.
Well, check the records.
I don't think that happened. Mr. Kurtis, did I kill a Pokemon in this classroom?
Yeah, I did. You did actually. I remember, talking you through the christening of blood. That's involved when you kill your first Pokemon.
Oh, you're
And
right, I did.
sacrifice it to Arceus.
blood?
So yeah.
I did it. You're right, I did kill fucking Pidgeotto.
Hey, yeah, well, the first one's always the hardest. Let's move on to the Johto region. It has Pidgeotto, of course. It has outstanding vision. However high it flies, it is able to distinguish the movements of its prey.
However high. Okay,
Yeah.
7,000 feet. Let's go.
I mean, okay, it doesn't say how high it can fly. It just says however high it can fly.
hey,
can distinguish
Pidgeotto
movements.
can fly as high as it wants.
However, it does fly. It will be able to distinguish what its prey is doing.
Yes.
You okay there, Mr. Kurtis?
I think he's just falling asleep. Wake up. Come on.
No, I'm here. Just
Okay.
just reminiscing. That's all.
About what?
Oh, a couple different things. from
His
my past.
spirit Pokemon is a Pidgeotto, so... Okay, the next Pokedex entry here says, it immobilizes its prey using well-developed claws. Then, carries the prey more than 60 miles to its nest.
What?
Alright, let's unpack
Holy
this.
cow!
This is actually give us some really interesting information, right? So we know... Okay, so we talked about this before. Where is its nest?
In the
In
middle
the
of
center
its
of its
territory.
large territory.
Okay. So, and then where does it hunt?
Within that territory?
Exactly. All right. So now we have some information about the size of a Pidgey or Pidgeotto's territory.
So it's
right?
at
So you're
least
saying-
a 60-mile radius from its
Exactly.
nest.
Mile radius.
Minimum,
Minimum.
right? Well, not
Minimum.
minimum, but it can easily be 60 miles.
And they're very
Yes.
territorial.
Exactly.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Hot damn. What is a
Yeah.
Pidgeot's territory, like 800 miles?
We're not covering that yet.
Okay, well, fuck. We'll learn next week.
Okay. It slowly flies in a circular pattern, all the while keeping a sharp lookout for prey.
Hmm.
Alright, so that does it for the Johto region. Let's move on to the Hellene region. Pidgeotto claims a large area as its own territory. This Pokemon flies around patrolling its living space. If its territory is violated, it shows no mercy in thoroughly punishing the foe with its sharp claws.
Holy fuck.
Holy
Who's gonna
cow.
get punished?
You hear that? Pidgeotto does not handle any unwanted penetration. I'm all about it. Good job, Pidgeotto. Team player.
Pidgeotto doesn't fuck around, alright?
Pidgeotto doesn't fuck around, man. He's a beast.
Alright, this next one says, very similar to the one that we read from the Johto region. The claws, but it gives us a little bit more information. The claws on its feet are well developed. It can carry prey, such as an execute, to its nest over 60 miles away. Now, execute. We haven't talked about that yet, but an execute is essentially a grouping of egg-looking, maybe seed, if you want to like squint your eyes a little bit, looking Pokemon. It's about, what, 6 of them?
Yeah, something like that.
6?
5 or 6.
So the question is, does it take all of them, or does it just take
I was
one?
wondering that. Does it take I guess it just takes a whole cluster since they're kind of small. I don't know. That's weird.
I'm really interested. I can't wait till we get to the Pokedex entries for Execute. So we can learn a little bit
so
more
it
about
transports
that.
Executes where to eat?
To its nest, 60 miles.
To its nest.
Yeah.
Over 60 miles away.
Oh, okay. To eat, I guess.
So yeah, it's interesting. This one says it carries prey such as Execute to its nest over 60 miles away. That makes it sound like it can't be any less than 60 miles.
Huh.
Right?
Well, damn. I guess.
Alright, this last one here from the Hoenn region says, very protective of its sprawling territorial area, this Pokemon will fiercely peck at any intruder.
Right. We know that.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much. I think, is this one different?
You tell me.
I'm about to. In the Sinnoh region, they say it flies over its wide territory in search of prey, downing it with its highly developed claws. Alright, so prey
So it
with
pins
claws,
those bastards down.
yeah, downing it. That's a weird way to say
right.
that. Pokemon's full of vitality. We said that already. Fiercely peck at any intruder. Okay, we got all these. Those are all the regional entries. Of course, Unova, Kalos, Alola, Galar, all repeats. In fact, Galar, again, no entry. They listen. Okay, I understand not allowing certain Pokemon into your region because you want to keep the environmental or the ecological systems intact.
Right.
But you're not even gonna have a Pokedex entry about it. I mean, like, it's still a Pokemon
It's
that
not
exists
over there.
in the world.
Nothing to study. Nothing to report.
They still
I guess.
need to learn about it.
We learned enough from the other places. I guess is the mentality. I don't know. I'm not
I
the
guess,
professor
yeah.
over there. I don't know how they run things in Galar with their cups of tea and shit.
Their cups of tea and their scrummy curry.
Yeah.
Scrummy. Okay, so that does it for the regional Pokedex entries. Let's read some unique Pokedex entries. They both come from Ash, actually. One comes from Ash's Pokedex, the other comes from Ash's Rotom phone, which last week we said we are including in the as a Pokedex entry, whatever. Alright, so Ash's Pokedex says, Pidgeotto, an evolved form of... I love how it says this. Pidgeotto, an evolved form of the Pidgey.
The Pidgey.
The Pidgey.
Coming to theaters this fall. The Pidgey.
The Pidgey.
Also, this is very comical how it phrases this next sentence. It is armed with sharp claws. Actually, I think the claws are its feet, so it's not arms, it's feet.
It just has sharp claws.
It's not armed with it, it's feeted with it.
Talons, if you will.
It's got its fucking claws ready.
It is armed with sharp claws and dives from the sky to capture its prey. Unlike the more gentle Pidgey, Pidgeotto can be dangerous. Approach with extreme caution, unless they've been trained, like our wonderful Mr. Pex.
Yes,
that's right.
He would never hurt any of you. Never. I
Never.
bet my life on it.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Ash's Rotom phone, however, says, Pidgeotto, the bird Pokemon, a normal and flying type. Pidgeotto maintains a wide territory, giving any intruders a thorough pecking.
Ooh.
All right.
Peck it up.
Ooh, thoroughly. Every
Mr.
inch.
Pex.
Every
Getting in there,
inch of
pecking it up.
the intruder. Peck him down. Okay. Now, again, that does it for the Pokedex entries. I'm going to read you a new, uncredited, unsourced entry. This one I found, it was actually, in my ice cream cone that I was eating. Yeah, it was just there.
Oh.
I'm starting
sorry,
to think
what?
people are trying to get me to read these. And I will just, I pretty much just read anything that's in front of me.
You get your mail in some weird places, man.
Yeah. Mail by ice cream. That's how I live my life. All right, let's give it a read. Pidgeotto is a raptor-like avian Pokemon. All right. I guess.
Raptor-like,
I
huh?
don't know quite sure what a raptor is. It is covered in brown feathers and has a cream-colored face, underside, and flight feathers. It has a crest of pinkish-red feathers on its head and black angular markings behind its eyes. The plumage of its tail has alternating red and yellow feathers with ragged tips. Its beak and legs are pink. 2 of its toes point forward, while 1 points backward, just like Pidgey.
Okay.
Learned about that last week. Additionally, it has powerful, sharp talons it uses to grasp prey. Pidgeotto is a powerful flyer, capable of carrying prey several miles to its nest. Several? 60. Try 60.
I was going to say, fucking 60 is not several. That's a ton.
It has amazing vision, which helps locate preferred prey Pokemon, such as Execute, and Magikarp. Apparently, it also likes to eat Magikarp.
Well, hell yeah.
I mean, that's not any of the Pokedex entries, so, of course, we don't have proof, but we have to watch it do it ourselves. It has also been depicted as preying on Caterpie. I mean, this seems like general knowledge. Pidgeotto claims a sprawling territory of more than 60 miles. Well, that's actually way more than 60 miles. In fact, that's the radius.
Right, radius would be 60.
Double 60 miles.
Surface area is much larger.
Wait, what did it say? It said a radius of 60?
No, it says Pidgeotto claims a sprawling territory of more than 60 miles. So,
right, so we said 60 minimum. Right.
I don't think it's 60 minimum.
60 maximum.
But no, maybe. I don't know. It can carry its prey 60 miles, so probably 60 is going to be the maximum.
Probably.
Anyways, so Pidgeotto claims a sprawling territory of more than 60 miles, which it defends fiercely. Its nest is usually in the center of its territory, and it circles its territory throughout the day looking out for food and intruders. It is most often found in temperate forests. Alright, so now we know everything there is to know about Pidgeotto.
Not gonna lie, a little bit more interesting than Pidgey. Pretty fucking crazy. I can't even fathom how badass Pidgeot's gonna be, because this fucker already has a huge territory, like radius, and it can spot Pokemon from like really high up. So
some real intense talents.
What's Pidgeot gonna have, like fucking X-ray vision, laser beams out of its eyes? Huh?
Yeah, fucking turbo engines on its wings.
Yeah,
dude,
insane,
yeah.
Man.
No, it doesn't have any of that. It has longer feathers on its head.
I hope that's not all.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. We'll see next week. Before that, of course, I have to see how much you guys have learned.
Okay.
Why?
To do
so we sit down and do
Why can't you just believe that I've learned a lot?
Then?
Because I don't believe you've learned a lot.
Well, that's your fault then.
So here, let me move the table, the chairs out of the way, so we can sit down and do our weekly roundup. And
nope, we're not doing. Nope, please.
Kurtis, why are you moving stuff?
Corbin, help him move the chairs.
No, why? No. Why are we moving stuff? We always take the quizzes right here.
He's confused. He thinks we're doing our weekly roundup where we talk about our feelings.
Kurtis,
and how the
Kurtis, honey, we don't have therapy sessions here. You gotta get your own therapist. You gotta talk to somebody. We don't have therapy here, okay? This is quiz time. We know this.
It's not therapy. It's special talk about your feelings time.
That's therapy.
I know who can move the chairs and tables back. Our wonderful Mr. Pex, whose powerful wings can create gusts and whirlwinds. Okay, let's let him have a shot at it.
No, I don't think that's.
No, I don't think that's.
All right, he's out. Okay, Mr. Pex, go for it. Give us.
I don't think that's a good. All right, there we go. You're getting shit everywhere. That's making things worse. It's worse, much worse. There's shit everywhere. My pencil just flew across the room and stabbed Kurtis' foot. This is not good. Put him back. Put him back.
All right. Okay. Hey, listen. I think we're all being a little bit rude and mean to Mr. Pex. He was just doing his best. Okay, you can get back into your Pokeball now. Jeez. All right. Well, I guess.
Dude.
I guess find a chair and move it close to a desk or anything you can write on.
I'll just limp over here with this pencil sticking out of my foot.
Yeah, don't remove it. Make sure it stays there.
That looks bad. Okay.
That'll stay out.
Wait, no. Oh, he's pinned to the floor.
Oh God!
It's gone directly through his foot and into the floor. That is brutal. I mean, that just goes to show you the power that a Pidgeotto can have.
Oh God! Why would you think it was a good idea?
Let's just
listen, again.
Here. I've got a chair here. I'll do the quiz on my lap, and then once we're done, I'll go see the Chansey. But we have to power through.
Yeah, see, now that's the ingenuity and spirit that I like. All right,
he's bleeding out of his foot. He's
got plenty of blood. All right, question number 1. All right, so this question is a little bit interesting. It's another fill in the blank, but I have a bank of words that you can use. All right, you can only use these words once, right? All right, there's 4. The words are beak, wings, claws, and eyes. All right.
This is different.
Yeah. You can ask me at any point. I'll tell you what the words
claws, and eyes. Okay.
So beak, wings, claws, and eyes.
Beaks, wings,
Well, just
claws,
beak.
and eyes.
Yes.
Okay.
Only has one beak. All right. All right. So using those words, fill in these blanks. Pidgeotto uses its blank to catch prey, and its blank to attack intruders. All right. So using the best combination of those words, you can only use them once. Fill in the blanks.
Wings. Say it again.
Okay, so one more time for me.
Wait, the question or the bank of words?
The question.
No, the question.
Okay. Pidgeotto uses its blank to catch prey, and its blank to attack intruders.
Have you even done this before?
We haven't done one with a word bank, but remember with Word Turtle, I had you complete the sentence twice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You just could not figure it out.
Oh yeah, I'm dumb.
All right. So Corbin, I will use your blanks here. So Pidgeotto uses its claws to catch prey and its beak to attack intruders. All right, a very good selection. Well, is it correct?
Very good.
We'll find out in a little bit. Kurtis said Pidgeotto uses its claws to catch prey and its beak to attack intruders. You are both correct. Excellent.
Boom.
Excellent job. I'm very
I feel
proud.
like I could have added some more to that answer, but you literally only gave me the words to use, so it was I couldn't really modify it very much. So
I know. I really Pidgey-holed you in that one.
Haha.
oh, you
Please do more of that.
My foot is
My foot. Oh god, stop crying.
Okay,
We've
stop
all
moving
been
it because
pinned-
blood's coming out. Stop moving it. Okay, just
We've all
don't make
been
me laugh.
pinned to the floor through our foot with a pencil before. All right.
continue, please.
Okay. Question number 2. Give me a rough estimate of the average diameter of a Pidgeotto's territory.
Ooh.
All right. See, now this is a time when having pencil and pen and paper might come in handy if you need to do a little bit of math.
Well, that would be awesome, but guess what? It's on the other side of the room. Okay. So you said what's the diameter of his territory, or
Give me a rough estimate of the average diameter of a Pidgeotto's territory, or let's say maximum diameter of a Pidgeotto's territory.
Okay.
Since you know where its nest lies and how far.
Fine.
Please, Professor.
How far it can move.
I don't need a hint. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Again, I'm gonna say it one more time, just in case somebody might have misheard me.
Me.
Give me a rough estimate of the average diameter.
I got you. It's a trick
Pidgeotto's
question.
territory.
Mr. Kurtis, it's a trick.
For those of you out there who don't know, it's fine, and people might not know what a diameter is. It's the length of a circle through its center point. All right, so
Right,
that's
all the
or
way through.
two times the radius. In case if you're wondering what a radius is,
Kurtis, it's called a diameter. Make sure you write that down.
he has not answered yet.
All right.
Okay. All right. So Corbin has responded very astutely on his very first try. He said about 120 miles.
For the diameter.
Yeah, of course he would do that on his first try, right? Because we can't resubmit answers.
Correct. You can't resubmit or edit answers.
Wink,
Kurtis,
Professor.
Kurtis said diameter would be around 120 miles. Real big circle area.
Okay.
Sure is, buddy. All right. So
All right.
correct answer from both Corbin and Mr. Kurtis.
Woohoo!
All right.
First
question
time, too.
First time. Question number 3. What kind of a pattern does Pidgeotto fly in while searching for prey?
Ooh.
So we got eyes, claws, beak.
Nope, no, that was that was only for the first
Oh,
question.
okay. Excuse
You
me.
can use whatever words you want now.
What type of pattern does
It
fly in?
flies. It flies in a wings pattern.
Flies in a eyes pattern.
All right. So the question was, what kind of pattern does Pidgeotto fly in while searching for prey? Corbin responded with a one-word answer. He said circular. Mr. Kurtis, on the other hand, that one word is not his style.
Never enough.
That's right.
He said big loopy round slow circles to look for those good execute boys. Wait, sorry. He did spell execute wrong. So, execute, boys.
Very good.
Yes, that is correct. It flies in a circular pattern.
Knew it.
Yeah, of course you did, because we talked about it.
Of course I did.
Not,
I knew it.
Not 20 minutes ago.
Told you. I told you. I knew it.
All right, question number 4 and the last question of this quiz. Where is a Pidgeotto's nest located? and don't say in forests and woods and fields.
In forests and woods and fields of trees.
on the planet.
What is the latitude and longitude of every Pidgeotto's nest?
You don't have to do that math there, Mr. Kurtis. The regular answer will be fine.
Please, I beg of you.
Sorry, the blood is just, it's making me hard to think. Oh man.
It's making you hard to think.
That's right.
All right. So
how do you explain your stupid answers normally then when you're not bleeding out?
Yeah, I gotta say, like, as far as your answers normally go, Mr. Kurtis, these are pretty, like, down to earth, fairly grounded.
Maybe if we stab him more, he'll have more normal answers.
More
My
so,
level of professionality is just not where it normally should be at now. Because
it's getting a little pale there, Professor. Let's hurry this up.
he's getting okay. I'll hurry it up. All right. So the question is, where is a Pidgeotto's nest?
No.
Corbin responded with the center of its territory, and Mr. Kurtis responded with in the center of its big round circle home territory. So he just kind of like
all those adjectives not necessary.
Not a comma in sight.
Nope.
No kind of punctuation, in fact.
Yeah, that's Kurtis.
But you guys are exactly correct. The Pidgeotto's nest is found in the exact center of its territory. So I think, is this the second or third time in a row? You guys both.
I don't know. This may be three weeks in a row we've gotten 100s. Damn, man. I'm gonna pass this fucking class with flying colors. Oh!
I think I need to step up these questions.
I think you do.
Oh no. I think
Professor. I need to get a bit harder in these questions.
You want to get harder? Is that what you said?
I think it's time to get harder. I think we all.
Mr. Professor,
I think we all need to get harder.
Listen, I have always wanted to see you get hard in this class, so let's make it happen. All right.
All right.
Next week, you better get hard.
Next week, I'll be solid as a rock. Again, on these questions. These questions are is what I'm talking about. They're gonna be hard.
Look, this class isn't cheap, and I want to see you get hard.
Okay. All right. Well, that does it for today's lesson. Do either of you guys know what the Pokemon we'll be talking about next week is? I'll give you a hint. It's the evolved form of Pidgeotto.
AKA the actual living jet plane, Pidgeot.
It's not a Garchomp or a Salamence.
Okay, well, never mind.
That's
It's more of a helicopter, right?
No.
A winged attack.
It doesn't use its wings. It just uses the fucking feathers on its head and just spins them around. That'd be dope.
Okay. I don't remember if any of you guys said it. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Pidgeot. It's Pidgeot is the evolved form of Pidgeotto, which we'll be learning about next week. If you guys have any questions on Pidgeotto or Pidgey or any of the other Pokemon that we've talked about, or any of the Pokemon that we will be talking about, which is all of them, feel free to do so by emailing me at wwopokemon@gmail.com, which is, of course, my Gengar mail address.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
If you don't have all right. Can you go lay him down?
All right, buddy. All right, come here. It's okay. Hey, Kurtis, it's okay. It's all right. We're gonna get you to Chansey in just a second. All right, we gotta wrap this up, Professor. He's not doing so hot.
Unstick him. Okay. If you don't have a Gengar mail, that's fine. You can find me at the Pidgey themed social network site, Twitter. You can find me at WWOP Podcast. But yeah, in the spirit of getting Mr. Kurtis the help he so desperately needs, I'm going to end this class. And until next time, class is dismissed.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, okay, he did collapse on the floor. Okay.
Oh God. Okay. Yep. The pencil came out. The pencil came out.
You know what? Hey, we don't need to carry him.
Chansey!
I can just bring out my Pidgeotto, and Pidgeotto can whirlwind him to the nurse's office.